The day keeps breathing even when I stop noticing it. The day is already breathing before I pay attention. Before I decide where I am or what this moment should be, nothing announces itself, nothing has to be named. The air moves in and out without waiting for confirmation. I stand inside that movement long enough for it to stop feeling temporary. Time does not rush forward, it spreads, it lingers, it stays wide. I notice small continuities, not events, not highlights, just things remaining consistent. The weight of my body, the balance in my steps, the way sound sits in space without leaning toward meaning. Breathing keeps repeating, not deep, not shallow, just present enough to be reliable. I don't follow each breath, I let it happen again and again. The day keeps breathing even when I stop noticing it. Groove pop steady, holding the middle. The day keeps breathing, nothing interrupts. The day keeps breathing without direction, without demand, still happening. Thoughts appear slowly, without urgency. They don't connect, they don't build. One thought dissolves before the next arrives, leaving a gap that doesn't need filling. I stay in that gap longer than usual, long enough for it to feel normal. Sound continues underneath, not guiding, not reacting, just staying consistent like a floor that doesn't move. My body trusts that consistency, more than intention, more than focus, more than clarity. The day keeps breathing while thoughts come and go. Groove pop steady, staying low. The day keeps breathing and time stays open. The day keeps breathing without explanation, still enough. The sound stays even, the sound stays even, the sound stays even here. Nothing changes quickly, nothing changes quickly, nothing changes quickly, nothing changes quickly here. Time passes slowly, time passes slowly, time passes slowly here. Walking, standing, breathing, continuing. The same rhythm, the same rhythm, the same rhythm stays. No rise, no fall, no rise, no fall. This can continue, this can continue, this can continue for a long time. Awareness spreads outward instead of focusing inward. It becomes less precise but more comfortable. I stop checking how long this has lasted. I stop checking if something should happen next. The absence of change stops feeling empty and starts feeling stable. Nothing presses forward, nothing pulls back. Everything remains usable at this pace. The day keeps breathing without asking for attention. Groove pop steady, no tension. The day keeps breathing and I stay inside it. The day keeps breathing and that is enough for now. Same sound, same space, same pace. Still here, still moving, still here. No moment, no marker, no signal. Time keeps going, time keeps going, time keeps going. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Nothing needs to change, nothing needs to change. Yeah. Nothing needs to change. Eventually I realize nothing has been resolved and nothing needs to be. This moment doesn't require a takeaway, a summary, a reason to remember it later. It exists and then it passes quietly without leaving a mark, and that feels right. The day keeps breathing while everything stays simple. Groove pop steady, minimal. The day keeps breathing without needing me to notice. The day keeps breathing even now. The sound continues, the breath continues, the day continues until it doesn't, and nothing is missing. The sound keeps going while everything else slows down. The sound is already there, it doesn't arrive, it doesn't leave, it simply continues. Nothing asks for attention, nothing changes yet. Time moves without being counted. The body stays in motion, not fast, not slow, just enough. Breathing repeats without intention, without correction. The surroundings stay neutral, they don't approach, they don't retreat. The sound keeps going while everything else slows down. Groove pop steady, holding the middle. The sound keeps going and nothing interrupts. The same rhythm returns again and again. Not developing, not resolving, just repeating. Thoughts appear, then lose detail, then fade. Nothing replaces them, and that's fine. The sound keeps going without asking for meaning. Groove pop steady without direction. The sound keeps going and time stays open. Even sound, even space. No rise, no drop. The beat repeats, the pattern stays. This section can continue without change for a long time. Walking, breathing, continuing. Nothing arrives, nothing finishes. Awareness spreads instead of focusing. The body adjusts without instruction. Movement stays familiar. Repetition feels intentional, even if it isn't. The sound keeps going and nothing needs to happen. Groove pop steady without expectation. The sound keeps going and this is enough. Same pattern, same pace. Same pattern, same pace. No transition, no emphasis. Time passes here quietly, evenly. This can last as long as needed. The sound continues until it doesn't, and nothing is missing. The ground. The light stays consistent, not bright, not dim, just present long enough to pass through. Time doesn't announce itself, it just continues, folding quietly around order in a movement. There is no center, no highlighted moment. Everything shares the same way, and that feels intentional. Breathing stays even, not guided, not corrected, just repeated without effort. The afternoon moves without needing a shape. Groove pop steady, unframed, no outline drawn, no meaning found. The afternoon moves, and that is sufficient. Small sound layered gently, footsteps, fabric, distance. None of them step forward, none of them fade dramatically. They stay, then make room for the next one. The rhythm underneath remains flat, no push, no release. A horizontal surface for time to move across the afternoon. Tens years without emphasis. Groove pop, calm, weightless. No rise expected, no moment selected. The afternoon continues without comment. Even light, even pace, space repeats a simple figure. Keys stay wide and slow. Drums remain restrained. This section can extend without transformation. Duration passing, staying. Awareness drifts slightly, then returns without intention. Nothing needs tracking, nothing needs framing. Everything remains usable as it is. The light shifts barely, and time keeps moving the same way. Between steps, everything feels acceptable. There's a brief space between one movement and the next. That space doesn't ask for anything. The body moves automatically, not rushed, not delayed. Just following what's familiar. Breathing stays level, not controlled, just present, matching whatever pace exists. Surroundings stay neutral, not inviting, not pushing back, simply available to pass through. Between steps, and everything feels acceptable. Groove pop steady, comfortable, no pressure applied. Between steps, everything works. Thoughts appear loosely, not connected, not resolved. They don't form a story, they dissolve on their own. Time moves without measurement, no checking, no framing, just progression without commentary. The rhythm underneath stays horizontal, no emphasis, no something to move beside rather than toward. Between moments, nothing needs fixing. Between moments, nothing needs fixing. Groove pop, calm, unmoving, no sense of direction remains vague, and that's fine. Nothing requires clarity to continue. Movement resumes without signal, and the space closes naturally. The sound is already playing, it doesn't announce itself. It simply continues as time moves around it. The rhythm stays even, not careful, not expressly, just steady enough to exist beside movement. Thoughts come and go, without sequence, without importance. They don't interrupt, they just pass through. The air feels consistent, neither heavy nor light, just something to move inside. Without resistance, the sound stays the same while time passes. Groove pops, steady, spacious, no change required, no moment marked. The sound stays and time moves anyway. Small details appear, then disappear. Footsteps, distant voices, the sense of direction. None of them stay long, none of them need to. They register, then release. The rhythm underneath doesn't react, it doesn't follow attention. It holds its place like a surface that does until the sound remains without insisting. Groove pop, calm existing, no start defined, no end inside. The sound remains and the moment holds. No lift, no drop, just continuation. Bass repeats evenly, keys stay open. Drums remain dry, time stretches here without instruction. Sound, space, duration. Softens, not fading, just spreading out. There's no need to follow it, it stays wide without effort. The sound continues until attention moves elsewhere. Quietly. Quietly. There is no shift, no marker. The moment stays as it is. He notices how long things have stayed the same. Not bored, not relieved, just aware. The phone hasn't moved, the music hasn't changed, his steps haven't adjusted, and nothing feels wrong. The street keeps its distance, not inviting, not pushing, just present enough to walk through. Nothing changes and he doesn't need it to. Groove pop, steady, true. No build ahead, no past re-read, nothing count it, doesn't frame it. The rhythm underneath stays horizontal. No arc, no emphasis, just a line to move along. His shoulders remain low because nothing requires preparation. Nothing is about to happen, and that feels stable. He keeps moving while nothing shifts. Groove, pop, calm, drifts. No moment named, no meaning claimed. He keeps moving, and the flatness holds. Even sound, even space, space repeats patiently. Keys stay wide, drums do not announce change. No arrival, no departure, just continuation. Walking, standing, moving again. Starts then stops without becoming important. He doesn't follow it, doesn't need to. The phone remains in his hand, inactive, unit, just there. Nothing changes and he stays aligned. Groove, pop, steady, fine. No urgency for perform, nothing changes, and the pace stays kind. The walk continues, the sound continues. Nothing shifts and nothing is missing. He walks long enough for the thought to wear thin. The sound starts before he pays attention. It doesn't wait, it doesn't signal. He walks at the same pace as before, not adjusting, not confirming. The phone stays in his hand. Screen dark, weight familiar, like something he doesn't need to decide about. The headphones rest evenly, nothing sharp, nothing loud, just a soft boundary between him and everything else. He walks long enough for the thought to within. Groove, pop, steady, dim. No conclusion reached, no answer kept in. He walks and the thought loses shape. The street repeats itself slowly, similar lights, similar turns. Nothing stands out, he doesn't catalog, it doesn't compare. The repetition feels intentional, even if it isn't. The rhythm underneath stays unchanged, flat, reliable, something that doesn't move attention forward or pull it back. His breathing settles in and not deep, just even. He keeps walking while the thought stays quiet. Groove, pop, stays level, slide. No meaning added, no detail grabbed. He keeps walking and the thought thins. No rise, no drop, just duration. Bass repeats the same pattern. Keys hold long tones, drums stay minimal. This section can extend without shifting anything. Steps breathe, time passing. Another thought appears, not strong enough to stay, not weak enough to lets it exist without naming it, without tracking it. The phone dims, he doesn't notice right away, which feels normal, not like progress, just normal. He walks until nothing needs attention, groove pop steady plain, no signal found, no thought crown. He walks and the day stays manageable. Stops quietly. He keeps the same page without checking. The sound is already moving when he notices it. Nothing begins, it's just there. He walks to get anywhere, just because the ground continues. The phone stays quiet, not on purpose, it just happens. The headphones sit lightly, nothing sealed, nothing blocked, just softened. He keeps the same pace without checking, groove pop steady resting. Similar corners, similar distance. He doesn't register details, they pass, and that works. The rhythm underneath stays flat, not guiding, not changing, just something to move with. His breathing finds it without effort. No rise, no fall, only time moving. Faith repeats the same figure. Keys stay wide, drums remain dry. This section can last as long as needed. Walking, continuing, nothing added. A thought appears, then loosens without becoming anything. He doesn't follow it, it fades on its own. He keeps moving without checking time, groove pop stays in line. No ending near, no start clear. He keeps moving and nothing interrupts. The sound stays until it doesn't. He doesn't answer because he's still arriving. The phone waits without complaining. The street doesn't, it keeps offering itself. Step by step, he feels a pull to reply. Not urgency, more like politeness, a reflex trained over years. But something in him resists, not strongly, just enough to delay the movement of his thumb. He tells himself not yet, not because he's busy, because he's still arriving in his own body. The headphones keep the edges soft, they don't hide the world, they buffer it, letting sound arrive without collision. Arrival isn't a moment, it's a process. He doesn't answer because he's still still arriving. Groove pop steady surviving. No silence meant, no message meant. He doesn't answer yet because he's not fully here. The walk changes him gradually, not emotionally, physically. His shoulders settle, his breathing lengthens, his thoughts lose urgency without being solved. The phone remains in his hand, but lighter, less persuasive, like an object that forgot why it was important. The rhythm underneath stays level, it doesn't mirror the outside world. It offers an internal timeline that doesn't sync with notifications. You don't respond well from the doorway. He keeps walking while the reply waits. Groove pop commonplace, no rejection implied, no answer denied. He keeps walking into himself before responding. He thinks about how often he replied too early, from tension, from obligation, from not wanting to be misunderstood. This delay feels different, protective, not defensive. He isn't withholding, he's calibrating, letting his nervous system catch up with the moment. The streak continues, unaware of his internal timing, which reassures him that nothing depends on his immediate response. Gradual arrival, even pacing. Bass repeats a grounded line, keys leave space between chords. Drums stay dry and unassertive, letting the middle stretch. No build, no release, just duration doing its quiet work. He arrives slowly and that's allowed. Eventually the urge to reply returns, but softer, less insistent. Now it feels like choice, not reflex. He can answer or not. Both options feel stable because he's present enough to hold either. The phone lights briefly, then dims, timing itself to his pace. Some replies need grounding, not speed. You don't owe immediacy at the cost of presence. Arriving in yourself before responding is not neglect, it's accuracy. Words land differently when sent from a settled place. Waiting is sometimes the most honest preparation. He does answer until he arrives. Groove pop steady alive. No Russian pose, no door closed. He doesn't answer too soon. He answers whole. The walk continues, the body catches up. The reply becomes possible, not because time passed, because he did.
He lets the walk decide what matters. He doesn't rank the moment, doesn't choose importance. The walk begins, and priorities rearrange themselves without instruction. At first, everything feels equal. Every sound, every notification, every passing thought, competing gently for space. He doesn't intervene, he keeps moving, and something subtle happens. Some things fall behind, not erased, just no longer central. The pavement keeps its pattern, predictable, reliable, giving his body something to agree with. The phone stays active, but less convincing, like a voice that keeps talking after the room has moved on. Motion at its attention, better than intention ever did. He lets the walk decide what matters. Groove pop steady, scattered, no list prepared, no choice declared. He lets the rhythm filter the noise and keeps moving. thoughts surface, some heavy, some unfinished, some borrowed from earlier hours. The walk doesn't solve them, it spaces them out enough that none of them occupy the whole frame. The music underneath stays neutral, not comforting, not confrontational, just present long enough to support duration. His shoulders settle because nothing is asking to be prioritized immediately. Nothing is asking to be solved. Clarity doesn't always come from thinking, sometimes it comes from spacing. He keeps walking while meaning sorts itself, calm without help, no urgency fed, no rule enforced. He keeps walking and the day thins into something manageable. He notices how often he tried to decide too early what a moment was worth before letting it exist. This walk resists that habit by continuing without commentary, without verdict. Some thoughts fade naturally, some remain, but smaller, less demanding, easier to carry. The phone dims again and he doesn't notice immediately, which feels like progress of a quiet kind. Even space in low demand, bass repeats a steady figure, keys drift and leave silence. Drums stay minimal, keeping time without insistence. No hierarchy, no peak, just a long horizontal line. The groove lets importance arrive late. He realizes he didn't decide what mattered today. It happened through repetition, through pace. Nothing dramatic shifted, nothing resolved, but the weight redistributed, and that feels sufficient. He trusts this method more than analysis, because it didn't exhaust him to reach it. The walk nears its end, but the effect stays carried internally without needing explanation. Some understanding comes from letting time pass without supervision. You don't always need to choose what to care about. Care arranges itself when pressure is removed. Walking is not avoidance, it's a sorting mechanism that doesn't announce results. It delivers them quietly. Letting the body lead is sometimes the clearest decision. He lets the walk choose the way, groove pop steady late. No meaning forced, no path endorsed. He lets the day organize itself while he moves. The steps slow, the street changes, the phone stays quiet, and what matters now is lighter than when he started. The music finishes sentencing. He never sent, the song arrives first and completes something he wasn't trying to say. He types a few characters, then stops. Not because he doubts them, because they already feel finished before being sent. The music fills the gap where explanation would go, not replacing it, just making it unnecessary. His steps stay even, as if the rhythm is doing the thinking for him, deciding pace without asking permission. The phone stays open but idle, like a thought pause mid-breath, allowed to remain incomplete. Not every sentence
understand his needs to travel to be understood. The music finishes sentences he never sends. Groove pop steady extends. No message delivered, no meaning filtered. The music says what he doesn't type, and that feels right. He remembers how often he tried to explain himself fully, as if clarity required effort, as if silence was a failure. This walk argues otherwise by functioning without completion, without resolution. The street passes unconcerned with his internal edits. People move in opposite directions, each holding their own unfinished lines. The groove underneath remains neutral, not emotional, not detached, just consistent enough to hold the middle of the moment. Expression doesn't always need language, sometimes it needs time. And the song carries what he leaves unsaid. Groove pop calm instead. No pressure to phrase, no rush to engage. The song carries the space he keeps and lets it breathe. He notices his thumbs relax, no longer hovering, no longer preparing to clarify himself. The music doesn't ask questions, it doesn't require explanation. It occupies space and makes that space usable. His posture shifts slightly, less forward lean, more balance, as if the absence of response reduced and turn away the phone dims. Not because he closed it, because it waited long enough. Low frequency, calm, unspoken alignment. Bass repeats a patient figure. Keys echo softly, then pull back. Drums stay restrained, leaving air between pulses. No build, no drop, just a stretch of time that doesn't need to change. The music holds the words he doesn't send. He realizes nothing is unresolved, even without replies, even without confirmation. The need to be understood fades into the background, not erased, just less urgent. He's still reachable, still connected, just not exposed. Every second walking becomes the statement, continuing becomes the answer. Some understanding happens internally without witnesses. You don't have to broadcast every thought to validate it. Music can hold intention without translating into something smaller. Not sending a message doesn't mean nothing was communicated. It means it stayed intact. The music finishes what he leaves undone. Groove pop steady, one by one. No sentence said, no moment bent. The music completes the thought and lets it rest. He keeps walking, and that is enough. From the exchange,
the street still holds him, even while the screen speaks first. The phone affirmation, endless, immediate, quiet lead ignition. He read without commitment, scrolling not to arrive, but to pass through. Like glancing at windows on a moving train. His feet stay honest, they don't drift. They remember the pavement even when his attention splits. The headphones draw a boundary, not a wall, a filter letting some things in while keeping others distant. Attention can divide without breaking. He reads the screen but stays in the street. Groove pop steady, incomplete. No collapse inside, no loss of stride. He reads the world in his hand and walks the world beneath his feet. Messages appear, then disappear upward, archived without decision, without reply, without judgment. He notices how rarely he needs to finish a thought for it to lose its grip. The music finishes sentences he never sends. He fed his sentences he never sends. With pop-up steady extends. No message delivered, no meaning filtered. The music says what he doesn't type, and that feels right. He remembers how often he tried to explain himself fully, as if clarity required effort, as if silence was a failure. This walk argues otherwise by functioning without completion, without resolution. The street passes unconcerned with his internal edits. People move in opposite directions, each holding their own unfinished lines. The groove underneath remains neutral, not emotional, not detached, just consistent enough to hold the middle of the moment. Expression doesn't always need language, sometimes it needs timing. The song carries what he leaves unsaid. Groove pop, calm instead. No pressure to phrase, no rush to engage. The song carries the space he keeps and lets it breathe. He notices his thumbs relax, no longer hovering, no longer preparing to clarify himself. The music doesn't ask questions, it doesn't require explanation. It occupies space and makes that space usable. His posture shifts slightly, less forward lean, more balance, as if the absence of response reduced internal weight. The phone dims, not because he closed it, because it waited long enough. Low frequency calm, unspoken alignment. Bass repeats a patient figure, keys echo softly, then pull back. Drums stay restrained, leaving air between pulses. No build, no drop, just a stretch of time that doesn't need to change. The music holds the words he doesn't send. He realizes nothing is unresolved, even without replies, even without confirmation. The need to be understood fades into the background, not erased, just less urgent. He's still reachable, still connected, just not exposed every second. Walking becomes the statement, continuing becomes the answer. Some understanding happens internally without witnesses. You don't have to broadcast every thought to validate it. Music can hold intention without translating it into something smaller. Not sending a message doesn't mean nothing was communicated. It means it stayed intact. The music finishes what he leaves undone. Groove pop steady, one by one. No sentence sent, no moment bent. The music completes the thought and lets it rest. He keeps walking and that is enough. The song fades slowly, the street continues, the phone stays quiet, and nothing is missing from the exchange.
Words line up on the screen, but they don't leave his hand. The song arrives first and complete something he wasn't trying to say. He types a few characters, then stops, not because he doubts them, because they already feel finished before being sent. The music fills the gap where explanation would go, now replacing it, just making it unnecessary. His steps stay even, as if the rhythm is doing the thinking for him, deciding pace without asking permission. The phone stays open but idle, like a thought pause mid-breath, allowed to remain incomplete. Not every sentence needs to travel to be understood. The music finishes sentences he never sends. Groove pop steady extends, no message delivered, no meaning filtered. The music says what he doesn't type, and that feels right. He remembers how often he tried to explain himself fully, as if clarity required effort, as if silence was a failure. This walk argues otherwise by functioning without completion, without resolution. The street passes unconcerned with his internal edits. People move in opposite directions, each holding their own unfinished lines. The groove underneath remains neutral, not emotional, not detached, just consistent enough to hold the middle of the moment. Expression doesn't always need language, sometimes it needs time. The song carries what he leaves unsaid. Groove pop calm instead, no pressure to phrase, no rush to engage. The song carries the space he keeps and lets it breathe. He notices his thumbs relax, no longer hovering, no longer preparing to clarify himself. The music doesn't ask questions, it doesn't require explanation. It occupies space and makes that space usable. His posture shifts slightly, less forward lean, more balance, as if the absence of response reduced internal weight. The phone dims, not because he closed it, because it waited long enough. Low frequency calm, unspoken alignment. Bass repeats a patient figure, keys echo softly then pull back. Drums stay restrained, leaving air between pulses. No build, no drop, just a stretch of time that doesn't need to change. The music holds the words he doesn't send. He realizes nothing is unresolved, even without replies, even without confirmation. The need to be understood fades into the background, not erased, just less urgent. He's still reachable, still connected, just not exposed. Every second, walking becomes the statement, continuing becomes the answer. Some understanding happens internally, without witnesses. You don't have to broadcast every thought to validate it. Music can hold intention without translating it into something smaller. Not sending a message doesn't mean nothing was communicated, it means it stayed intact. The music finishes what he leaves undone. Groove pop steady one by one, no sentence sent, no moment bent. The music completes the thought and lets it rest. He keeps walking, and that is enough. The street continues, the phone stays quiet, and nothing is missing from the exchange. He walks while the messages stay unanswered. The screen lights up before the street does. He notices the glow more than the distance ahead, but his steps already know where to land. He scrolls without urgency, not looking for anything new, just checking the surface to confirm the world is still there. The headphones close the space gently, not to shut things out, but to soften the edges of everything coming in. His back rests against his side, a familiar weight, not heavy, just present enough to remind him he's moving. He doesn't rush to respond, silence is still an option. He walks while the messages stay unanswered. Groove pop steady, unbothered, no reply drafted, no reason formed. He walks with the phone in his hand, and the day stays open. In fragments, passing shapes, passing faces, none of them ask for attention. Ooh, reads a line twice, then lets it go. Some words don't need answers, some moments don't need closure. Ooh, the rhythm underneath stays even, it doesn't react to notifications, it doesn't mirror urgency, it just keeps time without commentary. His breathing syncs with the beat, consciously, as if his body trusts the sound more than the screen. Not everything that appears requires action. He keeps walking without replying. Groove pop calm, comply with nothing. No pressure applied, no meaning assigned. He keeps walking with the screen dim inside his head. About what waiting might cause, about where the delay could be misread. The thought doesn't settle, it passes like so many others that don't need to stay. He notices his posture, not tense, not guarded, just aligned enough to continue comfortably. Even step, slow pulse, space, repeats a simple line, keys leave wide space between chords, drums stay dry, uninsistent. Nothing builds, nothing resolves, just a long middle that can stretch freely. The walk becomes rhythm, not time, not destination. He remembers how often he answered too quickly, out of habit, out of politeness, out of fear of silence. This moment feels different, not rebellious, just selective. He isn't avoiding connection, he's pacing and letting himself arrive before responding. The world doesn't collapse because he waits, nothing demands explanation for the delay. Some attention needs to stay internal to remain intact. You don't disappear when you don't reply immediately, you just exist off the timeline for a while. Being reachable doesn't mean being available every second. Walking without responding isn't neglect, it's presence redirected inward. He walks while the messages remain